Hello crafters, I have got an awesome craft for you today. We are going to make this little straw bones fish. Okay, it takes a little doing, so you'll have to watch me. Now, Miss Ashley has helped me put the packets together. We have many different colored straws, many different colored beads, and many different color heads and tails. And so you can come here and pick out whichever packet you would like. All right, to get started, you're going to need some scissors, some glue, a hole punch, and some tape. So first of all, we're going to take our cardstock, and we do want that black outline to show. So we're just going to cut this out. If you are not a good cutter, have an adult or an older brother or sister, even a grandparent help you cut, because you're going to want this to look nice and neat. Okay, so we have our fish's tail cut out, and here is the fish's head. This part is its mouth. Okay, try to leave as much black on your fish as possible. All right, doesn't take too long to do this part, does it? Once you get good at cutting, it doesn't take long. Make sure your trash goes in the trash can. Okay, and then we need to get into our packet here. And today I am going to make a fish that has these different colored straws. This green, this sort of a seafoam green, and this lime green. And I am going to have some orange beads. Okay, so you're going to take your chenille stick, and we're going to want to put the bead on. Now, your straws have holes punched in them already. So you just need to line that up and push it in. Okay, so you want to start with a bead and then go with a straw. And you're just going to repeat. Now, I'm going to alternate my colors of straws, but you don't have to. You can put all one color first, or however you want to do it. I just think it looks really pretty to have it alternating. This is really good eye-hand coordination to be able to get your straws and your beads onto this chenille stick. Okay, it looks like I need this lighter green next. So I'm going to push that on there. And we're just going to keep going until we get all the way to the end. Now the tricky part is to make the bones of the fish not all the same size. Okay, so you want the bigger bones up near the head, the smaller bones near the tail. And in order to do that, we're going to need our scissors. Oops, maybe, there we go. And we're going to want to cut the straws before we put the whole fish together. So let's see. A fish, boys and girls, I've got lots of fish books here at the library that you can come and check out. Some of you probably have a fish as a pet. Okay, the betta fish, like this one, is often a pet. Sometimes people have goldfish. Maybe you've won one at the fair. Fish are really pretty awesome little critters, and that's why there's a lot of crafts that have to do with fish. All right, there we go. So you should have enough beads to have the beginning and the end to be a bead. All right, so what we're going to do here in just a minute is we are just going to tape. Gluing is not going to work, so you're going to need to find some really thick tape, and I've got some masking tape here, and we're going to glue that on there. But before we do that, we want to take our scissors, and we want to sort of to make an arc here, which is sort of hard. Try to leave maybe put your hand on it, okay, so that they don't wiggle too much. And we're just going to snap those off a little bit and leave that last one long. Okay, so I sort of have a little arc here. Let me flip it over. Okay, and this one's going to be the shortest. And I'm just try to hold them in place and snip, snip, snip just a little bit off the ends. So we get a little bit of an arc here. All right, you guys can decide how you want to do that, but that's the way I'm doing mine today. Okay, so then the longest part is where the head goes, and that shortest part is where the tail goes. Kind of looks like I don't need all of this either, so we'll trim that off. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to slide these right underneath so I know exactly where I want them, right there in the middle. I'm going to take my masking tape and press it down really well so that it stays in place. We don't want it wiggling around. So I'm going to tape the tail as well. Make sure the tail, or make sure your tape doesn't stick off of the, you don't want any of that showing. So, all right, there's that part. We have our eye. So since I could put it here so it's looking at you. Use your white glue. Glue stick is not going to hold it in place. This is one time when you can put a nice big glob of glue down. Okay, there's that. Now, to hang it up, you're going to want to put a hole with a hole punch somewhere near the head, somewhere near the part of the tail down here. Okay, and then you're going to have some yarn included in your kit, and you're just going to want to make a little knot here. And you'll do it on both sides, and then once that eye is dry, you can hang it up. If you hang it up before the eye is dry, what's going to happen? That eye is going to slide down your fish, and then that would look silly. So you don't want to do that. All right, so we got that tied nice and tight. We can always cut off the extra. Stick this over here. All right, boys and girls, this has been our straw fish, and that didn't work at all. Our straw bones fish. I think he's a pretty neat little craft. All right. All right. I think I can cut off that extra right there. And I have a brand new fish that is just beautiful. All right, boys and girls, come get your packet. We have just a limited amount this time. Okay, so come and get your packet so you can make a straw fish. I'm Miss Lisa, and you have joined me today here at the Fayette County Public Library for the Crafty Corner. Thanks for watching. Bye now.